If you've ever felt like your prayers are hitting a ceiling made of lead, Isaiah 58 is the troubleshooting manual you didn't know you needed. In these verses, the prophet Isaiah stops being polite and starts getting real about what a meaningful spiritual life actually looks like. It's less about thoughts and prayers and more about bread and blankets. Isaiah starts in verse 7 with a checklist that looks suspiciously like a social worker's intake form. He's not asking for your favorite worship playlist. He's asking who's eating your sandwiches and who's sleeping on your couch. God's version of fasting isn't about skipping lunch to feel holy. It's about giving your lunch to the guy who didn't have one to begin with. The phrase, not to hide yourself from your own flesh, is ancient speak for stop ignoring your annoying cousin who needs a loan. You can't be spiritual while being a stranger to the people who actually need you. Then in verse 8, this is the if-then clause of the covenant. If you stop hoarding your resources, Isaiah promises some pretty spectacular lighting effects. Your light breaks forth like the dawn, and your healing springs up quickly. It turns out that generosity is the ultimate skincare routine. It makes you glow from the inside out and heals the bitterness that usually clogs the soul. Having the glory of the Lord as your rear guard is the ultimate cosmic flex. When you're busy looking out for the vulnerable, God handles your blind spots. It's a pretty solid trade-off. Verse 9 is the spiritual equivalent of getting 5 bars of service in a dead zone. When you call, the Lord answers. There is no please hold, or no your call is important to us. Just a straightforward, here I am. There's a condition though. You have to ditch the yoke, oppressing people, the pointing of the finger, the blame game and speaking wickedness, office gossip or general slander. The bottom line, spirituality isn't a solo performance, it's a team sport. If you want God to show up in your life, you usually have to start by showing up in someone else's. It turns out the shortest distance between you and a miracle is the distance between you and your neighbor. If you agree, put an amen in the comments. Also, please like, share, and subscribe.